This is Module 2, Lesson 22 homework. In this lesson, we will be looking at getting a double to triple digit quotient with a remainder and then doing a check. So we know to set up our problem and kind of flip-flop our numbers here. So 15 into 485. And then we've been using the estimation strategy to see how many times our divisor will go into our whole. But we know that we have to ask ourselves first, does 15 go into 4? Well, no. Does 15 go into 48? Yes. 15 does go into 485, but it's more than 10 times, because if we multiplied 15 by 10, we would get 150, which doesn't equal our whole. So we know that we have to say, how many times does 15 go into 48? So we know that 15 times 2 is 30, and then 15 more would be 45. So we're going to say 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. That's right, 45. We'll do our subtraction. We have 3 left over, and now we're going to bring down our 5. A lot of the students are not taking this next step and bringing down the 5. We then have to ask ourselves, how many times is 15 going to 35? Well, I know that 15 times 2 is 30, so I'm going to say 2, and then I'm going to say 30. And then I have 5 left over. My remainder is going to be 5. When we do our check, we take our quotient, which is 32, and we multiply it by our divisor, which is 15. So 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, 2 and 3, we have 0, 8, and 4, 480, and then we need to add in our remainder. When we do that check, we should find that we have our whole right there and they match. Let's see, we'll go on to letter C as well. So 21 into 700. So we know that 21 is pretty close to 20. And, well, let's back up. We know that 21 doesn't go into 7. We know that 21 does go into 70. But we know that 21 goes into 700 more than 10 times. So we're going to pick 21 into 70. So we know that we're going to start right above this 0 to keep our place values in line. So we're going to say 21 is pretty close to 20. And then we're going to think, what's a multiple that's of 20 that's close to 70 without going over? Well, I know we have 20, 40, and then 60. The next one up is 80, but we're not going to go over. So we're going to say 60 is pretty close. Well, 20 goes into 63 times, so we'll try 3 first. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. We have 7 left over. And we'll go down. We'll do it again because that's the same number. We will end up with 63 remainder, and then we can do that same check again to make sure that we get the correct answer.